Hello and welcome to this new video. Today I'm gonna do a little experiment. I saw a video on YouTube of a guy that used actually used like 5 socks, and he put them on top of a Blue Yeti, and he made a homemade pop filter this way with socks. Now I have my real pop filter here, and right now I am recording on Logic Pro as I am speaking. And the audio you are listening to is actually the Blue Yeti's audio that I have synced with the video. So I'm gonna do this experiment, and I wanna try with 1 sock and 2 socks, and I'm also gonna try with my real pop filter. Now, what a pop filter is, briefly, a pop filter basically is a thing that you put in front of the microphone, so it stops the air that comes from your mouth to hit the microphone directly, and this way it prevents stuff like pee. See what I mean? These are called plosives, and they are very unpleasant to be heard. And they mostly occur with letters like P, T, and even when blowing. So for example, if you want to whistle something, and you can't, because the air that comes from your mouth when you do like now I can't whistle, but you get the idea. If you want to whistle and record a whistling, you can't, because the air will hit the microphone directly and it's gonna sound horrible like this. You get the idea. While with a pop filter, of course, I can't whistle, but you basically can blow directly to the microphone through a pop filter, and that will sound more pleasant. Now I'm gonna try this experiment because this is kind of bulgy, and of course, and you can't really have a good vision of lyrics and stuff like that sometimes because it covers your view. But anyways, let's try this experiment. Let's see if this really works or not. And I am gonna try with the Peter Piper tongue twister, so that tongue twister, I really need a tongue twister right now. I'm gonna try with the Peter Piper tongue twister because that tongue twister has a lot of plosives. Okay, so first one without anything, so bare microphone. Let's go. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Now one with a regular pop filter. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Now I'm gonna put this sock on top of the Blue Yeti. I'm gonna put only one first, and let's see if this works or not. So I'm just gonna roll it up like this. This is so stupid.
1 eternity later.
Whoa, look how cute it looks. Looks like a man with a turban. Anyways, let's see if this really works. I'm super skeptic about this, but anyways. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Yes, with only 1 sock, it did pop. It does. So let's try with 2 socks. I'm gonna roll it up again. Now another trick to avoid all of this stuff, to avoid pop filters and stuff, is to just speak like this, talk like this, with the microphone aimed towards the voice, towards the mouth, and not the mouth aimed towards the microphone. So this way, air basically goes like this and doesn't hit the microphone directly, but sometimes it changes the EQ of the voice, so it sounds a little bit different. If I speak like this or if I speak like this, it sounds different. So I want to speak towards the microphone, and I would use a pop filter for that reason. Okay, sock number 2 coming right up. It popped. Now these aren't really thick socks, so maybe that also changes a little bit. But thicker socks will muffle the voice a lot more, of course. Okay, would you look at that? My microphone, my Blue Yeti now has a beanie on his head. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. You know what? It pops, but a little bit less than when it's bare. P, 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 P. Yeah, it pops, but a little bit less. So yeah, maybe I am just gonna stick with my real pop filter because that works way better, of course. But anyway, I thought it was cool, a cool thing. I wanted to make a video of it, so here we go, guys. If you want, you can just test this out. Maybe it didn't work for me as that guy because these are thin cotton socks. Maybe some thicker wool socks will work better. I don't know. I don't know when the recording of the microphone stopped, but whatever. Eventually I'm just gonna add some audio from the camera. So basically this pop filter here, the one I have, the real one, has 2 layers of nylon. One on this side and one on this other side. And basically how it works is that when I do my plosive sound, when I talk, the air would hit the first layer first, spread out a little bit, then hit the second layer of nylon, spread out even more, and then the sound would hit the microphone and not the air directly. So that's the idea. And about the position of the pop filter, I am still unsure about that because I saw some people putting the pop filter next to their mouth like this, p, and it will work. Or other people will put the pop filter on the microphone almost and just talk a little bit far away from it, like p. But in that case, even with a pop filter, it wouldn't pop anyway. So p. So I wonder what's the point of having a pop filter if you're gonna talk like 2 meters away from the microphone. I don't know. I think the proper way to use it is like this. So the pop filter next to your mouth, like p, and I don't know. I still don't know. I'm not sure about the placement of the pop filter yet. But the point of this video was, do socks work for the Blue Yeti? Well, not mine. I can't say that socks don't work as pop filters, but certainly not thin cotton ones. If you want to try with thicker ones. Maybe they work better. Maybe if I find some, I'm gonna make a sequel of this video and I'm gonna test with them. Anyways, guys, that was cool. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye!